Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about my experience with the IELTS exam. I know that a lot of you may be preparing for this exam, so I thought to share some tips and insights based on my personal experience. For those of you who don't know what IELTS is about and what this stands for, so let me give you a quick brief about what this exam is about. IELTS basically stands for International English Language Testing System. It's an English language proficiency test that assesses your listening, reading, writing, and speaking skills. It's an important exam for people who want to study or work in an English speaking country. For example, UK, USA, Canada, and Australia. So I still remember I took the exam last year in the month of Feb when I was applying to universities in Australia, and I have to say that it was a pretty good experience. The exam was well organized, and the staff at the test center were really helpful and friendly. And uh, initially, I was thinking that I will wear face mask, I will wear formal attire just to have a good impression on in front of the examiner when it comes to speaking test. But then I changed my mind. I did my own research and I get to know that, oh no, this exam is not going to be a stress interview. The examiner is only going to judge you on the basics of your command on the English, your communication skills, and that's it. And I did think at the time to change my decision from formal to casual attire. I reached my test center 2 hours before the commencement of the exam, and I was like thinking that why I am here so early, because I was a bit negative at that time. I was just continuously keep on revising my notes of so complicated words, so advanced words, and I was like, no, I want to get it in my mind so that I can use it in my communication skills in some way or the other. But definitely the mistake which I did, you should not do. Try to make calm yourself before the exam. And I was like, okay, now before 1.5 hours before the exam, I was also like that, okay, now I don't want to study anymore. I kept my notes and everything in my bag, and I was like, I want to chill now. But there were not any options where you can chill. So there was a park, and I went there. I just sat there. I tried to calm myself, and that's it. I was just playing game on my mobile game, and that's it. Because I was left with no other option. You can't do a lot much if you reach early. And as soon as I entered, then they asked me to come 1 hour before the exam. Before that, we will not entertain you. So for 30 minutes, I tried to kill the time in the park only, playing video games, and that's it. Then the moment I entered, so one of the security personnel asked me to fill the basic details on a book. So they had their register, and yeah, and they provided me ID card with candidate number and a locker key. So as soon as I got that, I kept all my things there in the locker, right? Apart from my passport, I had nothing with me. This time, I even cannot pass my time playing video games on my mobile phone, and that's it. And then after that, I think one of the executives from the reception, she took me to another room where she scanned my fingers. She asked me basic details like my passport number, my date of birth, and that's it. Once when it was done, I was sent to another room, which was probably called the IDP lounge room. That was a very big, comfortable room, like a theater room, where so many seats were there. A big TV was also there in front of me, and all the instructions were being provided to us on that TV after 15 to 30 minutes. So in that room, I met with like five or six uh, aspirants. Everyone was sitting very quiet, and I was like, why shouldn't I take the initiative to break the ice? So I was like, I started having conversation with each and everyone literally, and so after exchanging of words, uh, then we were being culled in a room, and before that we were being given again instructions about the exam, that how this exam is going to proceed, and that's it. So talking about the exam, I opted for CBT, which is computer-based test. And for the listening section, you will not get extra 30 minutes to jot down your answers and to get them copied on the OMR sheet. So in computer-based exam, you will just get an additional 1 or 2 minutes just to check your answers, and that's it. So you have to be very quick in terms of the answers. The moment you hear your answer from the recording, at that moment only you should write your answers, and that's it. So I found the listening section to be the easiest part of the exam. The recordings were clear and the questions were straightforward. Talking about the reading section, it was a bit more challenging, but with some practice I was able to improve my speed and accuracy in the reading test. Talking about the writing section, it was probably one of the difficult sections of the exam for me. I had to write 2 essays within a limited time frame, and it is advisable to complete the task 1 within 20 minutes and to complete the task 2 within 40 minutes. But unfortunately, I was not able to complete my task 1 in the limited time frame of 20 minutes. I completed task 1 in around 30 minutes. So I was like a bit panicked about the time management and all, because I knew that the task 2 would be going to take around 40 minutes, and anyhow I have to complete it in 40 minutes, and I completed it in 20 minutes, so half of the time but I was thinking that I will be taking to complete the same. And for the rest 5 or 10 minutes I just cross checked my mistakes, and that's it. Talking about the topics, what were the topics, I am not able to recall, but I think the topic was related to advantages and disadvantages topic for the task 2. And for the task 1, the question was, there was two big separate pictures of the cinema hall, and there were being some changes done in the cinema hall, and you have to experience that changes in terms of the task 1. That's it. It was not very difficult, but still it was a bit confusing. Talking about the speaking section, which was a bit nerve-wracking for me, but the examiner was very friendly and made me feel really comfortable. We had a conversation about some journal topics in the part 1, and the cue card was related to the pollution, and the part 3 was also very good. I mean, definitely, I spoke in length about each and everything. I still remember I used so many complex sentences which were a combination of uh, ad- which included advanced vocabulary, words, then few of the idioms, and yeah, and I was able to, I think, showcase my English speaking skills to the examiner. And in the end, I was very happy with the overall score, and it helped me get accepted into my one of the dream university. So if you are preparing for the IELTS exam, my advice would be to practice as much as you can and stay calm during the exam. If you will stay calm, so definitely you can perform better if you have practiced for this exam. Yes. So before we move any further, I can understand that being an aspirant, you must be having a lot of questions. So I will speculate and conjecture the questions whatever you must be having, and then I'll try to answer the same. So the first question which I had when I was an aspirant, that whether it we can switch off our mobile and can carry ourselves or not. No, you can't. Second, can we use another ID apart from passport or not? No, you cannot. Only and only one validated government ID can be used as a proof of verification, and that should be your passport. That's it. And also that I'm talking about the latest passport. Third thing, can we wear any jewelry? Can we wear any belt? Can we wear jacket? You can wear jewelry. You cannot wear digital wristwatch. You even cannot wear wristwatch, normal one. Uh, So all these things you have to keep in the locker provided to you by the executives who will be there to assist you on the D-Day. Okay, so yeah, I think I had solved your queries, whatever you must be having. That's it for this video. I hope that you find this a bit helpful, and if you have any more questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thank you so much guys and take care.